A few videos ago, I talked about a warm-up routine and what you should do in order to get ready for the day's grind. Well, in that video, I talk about not overdoing it with arenas because you can learn a lot of bad habits from that game mode that don't transfer well over to the Battle Royale side. And a lot of you were asking what those bad habits happen to be. Well, hello everyone, I'm your hostess with the mostest, 8-Second Gaming, and in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down just exactly why Arenas teaches you bad habits and what they are. But if you're looking to learn some good habits and climb to Diamond, Masters, or even Predator, you need to check out the GameLeap website right now. Over there, we have top level coaches working day and night to bring you the best Apex guides they can. We are constantly uploading new guides in order to help you climb and become better at Apex. So if you're looking to start improving at the game, then click the link in the description, get yourself a membership, or I'll spill water on your socks so that you have to spend the entire day with squishy socks. But now let's jump back into arenas, and I just want to start this off by saying two things. Number one, if you enjoy playing arenas, that's perfectly fine. Play whatever you enjoy playing. This isn't an argument over what game mode is better. And number two, this video is breaking down pretty much only the bad habits you gain from this game mode. I will be slightly touching on the good habits it makes, but they aren't the focus of this video. So with that being said, let's start off with bad habit number one, and that's the fights take way too long. Every single time that I've played or watched arenas, it's always the same thing every single round. Both teams sit back and poke at each other, waiting for someone to mess up or to drain the opposing team's heals to deal a fatal blow and push off of that. That can't really happen in a game of Battle Royale. Now, the fights in BR can be drawn out, but it isn't a good thing. BR fights should be over within 20 to 30 seconds after starting them, otherwise you're attracting third parties and that can end games very quickly. Overextending fights isn't a habit you want to get into, but it happens over and over and over again when I watch people play arena. I do understand that the point of arenas is to be a straight up 3v3 gunfight. You can take the time to sit back and shoot and pick the perfect moment to strike. But if you're using arenas to get better at BR, then it isn't worth learning to do that. Fights in BR are a lot more fast paced because they have to be. You never really see BR fights get drawn out unless they really need to. Or people are farming damage badges, but that's a different point. But now moving on, let's talk about bad habit number two, and that is your loadout. Every single time in arenas you get the exact loadout that you want, down to the grenades and heals. And if you're able to secure some crafting materials during a round, you can easily get your desired loadout every single round without fail. That teaches you to be too reliant on a single loadout. You never really learn others and don't understand how to use most guns in situations even without attachments. If you drop into BR and land contested in an area, you need to understand how to use every single gun in the game, because you need to be able to help your team. You can't really tell them to hold on because you need to find a different gun. They need you in the fight as soon as possible. In arenas, there isn't a lot of diversity in the guns that you see. Some people do throw curveballs at you, but for the most part, you see and use the same guns most of the time. It doesn't teach healthy habits and can be ruining your BR skills simply because you just can't use other guns. I do understand that there is a meta that is slightly different from BR while in arenas, and most people have to follow the meta or they die to it. But BR is in the most balanced state weapon-wise that we have seen. You can use a lot of different guns and do well, and you're not forced into anything. So if you're looking to learn about the weapons outside of the Battle Royale game mode, your best option is the firing range. You can learn a lot more about the guns there because it's zero stress. You can't die. You can take as much time as you want, and there's no limit on what gun you can use. You can even learn care package weapons if you want to. So if you don't want to learn in BR, learn in the firing range, it's just a lot better. Now, bad habit number three is no one is ever really at a disadvantage in arenas. Unless one team is giga juicing on the crafting materials and getting every single one, both teams should be getting roughly the same amount of mats to spend each round. With that, you are almost never starting at a disadvantage. Both teams are equal and they start on even ground. That almost never happens in BR. One team is always behind in some way, shape, or form, and learning to fight from a disadvantage is a huge part of BR. You need to learn how to come back from a hole that you've been tossed into. You could have worse armor, they could have high ground, maybe they have a care package gun and you don't, the list goes on. But being able to understand your disadvantage and play around that is a big part to becoming a better Apex player. And because of that, that is one of the biggest reasons I love to play no fill in pubs. That way, no matter what, I'm always going into a fight at a disadvantage. I am down a man, so there's no one to back me up or take pressure away when I need to heal. That way, I am forced to play fights almost perfectly when no filling, and it teaches me a ton about how to control the flow of fights and manipulate my targets. No fill duos is a much better way to learn at fighting from a disadvantage, so if you want to get better at BR in that, then that's what you're going to have to do. And bad habit number 4 is that straight up you're just missing time in BR. There are so many small things in Battle Royale that just take time to learn. Stuff like rotations, zone pulls, looting paths, and so on. With all those things to learn, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to not play Battle Royale when you have free time. You still pretty much learn everything that Arena would teach you, but on top of that, you're learning a bunch of other things as well that will actually help you in BR ranked. Circle pulls can be taught in a way. You can learn how to read them and the logic the zone follows, and I have made a video on this channel here if you're interested. But the main thing about reading circles is putting in the time and effort and even quizzing yourself every game, seeing where you think it'll go and then scanning a beacon and seeing where it'll actually go. Every single game you should be testing your knowledge and seeing how much better you get over your time of playing Apex. Now, Arena can be helpful for learning in-fight callouts and some team coordination, but those can really be learned in BR as well. So what is the real advantage here? I don't really know, but I just want to reiterate this so that I don't have to answer a bunch of comments. If you like playing arenas, keep playing them. Now that you're aware of these bad habits, you can fight them and not get sucked into the black hole they create. A wise Path of Exile streamer once said the only wrong way to play a video game is to not have fun while playing them, so do whatever you enjoy the most. If you want to play arenas, keep on keeping on. No one's gonna stop you. But for those of you who are only playing arenas to get better at Battle Royale, just play Battle Royale. It's better to learn there. If you guys have any more questions about arenas or feel that I missed something in this video, drop a comment down below. I would love to have a chat. Or you can swing by one of my streams over on Twitch TV/8secondgaming. That way I can answer questions live and you don't have to wait for me to respond here. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video and learned something new. And if you guys are looking to stay up to date with the latest and greatest Apex Legends tips, tricks, and news, don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button and ring the bell so you get notified when we post. Thank you all for watching. Once again, I'm 8secondgaming and I will see you in the next one.